Hey guys, it's Forum and
Genesee,
and we're back with
Middle School Mishaps.
Today we're going to be talking about peer pressure. Let's get started. Alright, peer pressure is something that everyone experiences. It can be good or it can be bad.
So some of the bad things kids usually think about when they're thinking about peer pressure and what like teachers talk about is like drugs and smoking and stuff. But that's not always the case. Like in middle school that can still happen. Like sometimes they aren't the best kids, but also bad peer pressure can be like loud outbursts in class just to get a little bit of attention, and your classmates telling you to do the same because you're in their friend group and like everyone does that and you're like it's okay because everyone does that. But if you really feel like it's not okay, don't do it. Don't fall into that peer pressure.
Peer pressure like that can cause anxiety, higher stress levels, poor decision making, and depression, which is not good. Good peer pressure can come in many ways, and one of them is finding good role models or doing good in school. Teenagers usually get influenced by their peers. When they find something that their peers approve of, they like to do that more often. Cause
students usually follow other students' examples because that's who they're with, that's who they hang out with, and they follow the status quo. And sometimes that can be good, you know? You're with a good friend group, you're all doing your homework, you all help each other, but you're all learning the exact same things, and you're all doing equal amounts of work. That can be good. You know, like getting those good study habits from your friends, getting good sleep because you and your friends don't stay up talking like really late.
Mm-hmm. They just want to fit in, and they don't want to be someone that's awkwardly like out of the group, you know, because fitting in is like a big thing that teenagers want to do. And teenagers learn more easily with the presence of their peers because areas in their brain give positive feedback when their peers approve of something. Helping your friend or another student give good peer pressure is a good thing because they might be in some bad situation or something and they want something that makes them happy or just like a little encouraging thing.
So some other bad peer pressure can also be like leading from example. Like kids don't have to necessarily be telling you what to do, but like knowing that you're not comfortable with something and saying it's okay. Maybe not telling them to do it by saying it's a natural thing to do. All teenagers do is like sneaking out at night or staying out past curfew or lying to your parents where you are. Like if your parents say, like, I don't know, you can't date or something, follow that. Don't try to hide it from them. Like, just because other people are doing it doesn't mean it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And, like, when you do things like that, it makes your parents want to trust you less, and then they start getting stricter with you.
And then you feel the need to rebel more, and that just starts a whole circle over, where your parents just keep getting more mad, and it could just ruin everything, where your home life is no longer good and school isn't always the best because you've been slacking off, not doing your work.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you don't realize it as peer pressure, stick to your own standards.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to those good friends, even if there's only a few of them.
Yeah.
There can still be those good friends in that bad group.
Mm-hmm.
Find those ones. Listen to them.
Mm-hmm. So it might not be like a specific person that they look at, but it's more of like someone that's really popular that teenagers tend to look at because they want to be just like them. Because in middle school, like popularity is something that all kids want to like become.
Even if you don't think you're looking at popularity like it's popularity, you still want to be in the big clique that everyone talks to. They're always getting the juicy gossip, and, you're kind of in the background. People don't talk to you as much. Sometimes it's a good thing not to be noticed when the people who are being noticed aren't the best kind of people. Mm-hmm. Example. So let's say you're following your sibling's example, who's not exactly your peer, but you can still get pressure from them. Let's say they're a bad influence too. And like you go into high school and teachers are like, oh yeah, I remember your sibling, and they start treating you differently because of your sibling's reputation. Try to change that. Don't continue off of it. Don't follow their footsteps thinking nothing else is going to change, so why bother? Try to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though your sibling thought that something else was the right or the best choice, doesn't mean you have to. Just because they're your sibling doesn't mean you have to follow in everything they do.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching Middle School Mishaps with
Genesee
and Forum.
Bye.
Bye.